this subject is about using oils therapeutically on your body externally. We're not talking about using essential oils, but we're talking about using traditional Ayurvedic herbal oils. In Ayurveda, oils are used extensively, particularly in southern India, in Abhyanga, which is an oil massage, and they're just not using coconut oil or sesame oil or sunflower oil, but herbal oils to treat the body. If you have a neurological problem or anxiety or nervousness, then you can put herbal oils on with the nervine herbs in the oil, and this covers the entire body, and the effect is very effective, much more effective than taking the same herbs internally. Also for many skin conditions, psoriasis and eczema and rashes and heat and rosacea, herbal oils can be used externally as well. Also in Ayurveda, there's what's called Shirodhara, which is the streaming of warm oil on the forehead. These are often herbal as well. If not, then they're using sesame oil. And this pouring the oil continuously on the forehead at this point right here over 30-40 minutes will penetrate through the scalp and apparently reach the pituitary gland and help the endocrine system and nervous system. So the first few oils I'd like to talk about are traditional oils used for the three imbalances of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. So if you're a person who's nervous, anxious, with very dry skin, then you'll do very well in using a Vata oil. We call it Vata massage oil. It's relaxing and warming. And you can see the base is a sesame oil, a little olive oil there, ashwagandha, bala, bhringraj, passion flower, even a little valerian and licorice. So this can be massaged on the whole body for a great effect, but we recommend here just to massage it on your feet or your scalp or the back of your head in the case of headaches. Very effective, very calming, and works very well with children, as all these oils are very gentle and very slow acting and have kind of a time relief effect, where if you put the oil on in the morning, you could have the effect all day, or if you put it on in the evening, it could help you relax all night. Next is Pitta oil. Pitta oil is for somebody who's hot, inflamed, and red, and we wouldn't want to use a warming oil if somebody's body temperature is hot. We use a cooling oil, and that's a cooling and calming oil. Using more sunflower oil as a base, not because it's more cooling, and of course Brahmi, the premier herb for Pitta, and Guduchi, another premier herb for Pitta. But there we see the passion flower, the licorice, so it's also very calming. Some mangista and lavender. So we can see it's going to be cooling with the mangista and the sunflower oil, and calming with the passion flower, and also cooling and antipyretic with the Guduchi. So it's going to cool the body down and calm the person down. And of course, if this was put on the whole body, it would help tremendously in bringing down heat and to some degree inflammation. We recommend just putting it on the hot or inflamed areas of the body, even just on the head if you happen to be hot-headed. And this is a Kapha oil. Kapha oil is best for somebody, next is Kapha oil, is for somebody who's heavy and overweight and congested. So Kapha oil is the most strong. It's rejuvenating, revigorating, and clearing. So it's using Punarnarava, even neem, tulsi, and eucalyptus even in there. So this is going to help with circulation and congestion. Very good for lymphatic blockage, cellulite, and even weight loss can be rubbed on certain parts of the body vigorously, particularly the whole body. And this will help to break down fat, and improve circulation, and help overall in balancing kapha. So those would be three massage oils that would be used for particular doshic imbalances, vata, pitta, kapha. Now, castor oil, one of my favorite oils, not the tastiest, but this is also used for tumors, cysts, growths, fibroids. You can massage it every day warm on a fibroid, or or on a tumor. It can be combined with mustard oil, and the two together, because mustard oil is hot and heating, and castor oil is known for breaking down congestion, so that's why it's used on tumors, cysts, fibroids, growths, and even can be massaged on the abdominal area in cases of children with constipation. And of course, taken at night, it works as an excellent laxative. A couple tablespoons with some ginger tea, and you'll definitely be going the next morning. Traditionally, the Greeks and even the Romans used olive oil, like 1 or 2 teaspoons at night, even for children, to help keep the bowels moving. And then castor oil can be used in more serious cases of constipation, but shouldn't be used long term. I have a whole video on using castor oil. And then one of our most popular oils we're using here is an anti-inflammatory oil. And this is a traditional formula in Ayurveda. And that's helping with pain and inflammation, and we give it out for most cases of arthritis and joint pain and muscle pain. If the person is very cold, there's other types of joint and muscle pain formulas. This one's more hot and heating. It has even onion juice in it, and clove and ajwain and camphor. So it's very hot and very heating, but feels very good to the person who's cold. So even though you have an oil that's for pain, you still want to choose the right oil for the person. So there's many different herbal oils for pain, and particularly we have to be careful between the person who's pitta, who's already hot, to not use hot oils. Many people who have had joint pain, for example, used a hot oil with mustard oil or one with clove or eucalyptus, and it actually made the condition worse instead of better. So you want to pick the right oil in that regard. And here's another popular one, sleeping oil. And here you've got these sedative herbs in there, like a valerian, passion flower, jatamatsi, chamomile, nutmeg, and of course ashwagandha and bala. And this helps keep you asleep. It's not enough to really knock you out, but it does make you stay asleep a little better. So a lot of times we give herbal teas or formulas to take at night, and then recommend putting some of this sleep oil on your feet to help you keep asleep. It works really well for children. Oh, and I wanted to add there, we do use some essential oils. They're not traditionally used that much in Ayurveda, but we use like frankincense oil, and we add it to the anti-inflammatory oil to just make it more potent, because the essential oil really needs a carrier, so we use the anti-inflammatory formula as the carrier for the frankincense oil to give it more effect. And of course, traditionally in Ayurveda, there's many herbal oils for specific conditions. There's well-known oils that are used for eczema, and we keep these in stock. The most famous oil used for psoriasis is called 777 oil. So anywhere in India, if you have psoriasis, they're all going to give you 777 oil. It could be under a different name, but that's what's generally used in India, and it is very effective. I don't think we spoke about neem oil. Neem oil can be used for pimples, infections, but mostly it's mixed with other oils, particularly when there's rashes, hives, infection, and chronic acne. Oh, and there's hair oil. The main ingredient is bringraj. If you go almost anywhere in India and ask for hair oil, it's pretty much the same formula using this bringraj and amlaki in sesame and coconut oil base. And this works quite nice. I never used it, obviously, but my client says it works. And then there's a brain oil. This is a brain oil. We have two different types. Of course, when it comes to the brain, the premier oil or herb we use is Brahmi. So this is basically Brahmi oil, and it can be put on the head to help to improve memory and even to cool a person down. And we have two different variants of it, one in coconut oil, which is cooling, and then one in sesame oil, which is warming. So the way that Ayurveda gets to the brain, these are called nasa, when they're in the little capsules, is through the nose. So there's many different types of nasa, and they're used as part of panchakarma. You should be lying down on your back to put them in, but they go in there, and we have different ones, some for the brain, some for just that are calming, to help you to calm the mind, some that are for clearing congestion. So we have calm and clearing, congestive, and different types of oil. These are just the two brain oils that I had here. And of course, there's sunflower oil, which is used a lot of times in massage in India for somebody who's hot. So traditionally, they would use, if you didn't have any herbal oil and you wanted to get a massage and you knew your Prakriti or body type is Vata, then you'd use sesame oil. But if you're Pitta, you would use sunflower oil. And if you're Kapha, you could mix sesame oil with mustard oil for a better effect. So I hope this helped you to see the potential of using herbal oils in your practice and or for yourself. And feel free to contact me if you feel some of these herbal products could benefit you. Thank you very much.